Yeah, I just wanted to come on this jump. I seen Bernard Hackett. He went on and said something like, "I'm a good fighter. I'm a great fighter. X, Y, and Z," and he wanted to give me advice to what to do. I don't got no respect for you no more, Bernard. Just like Terrence Terrence Crawford, just like Dynamite, just like Mark Davis. When you see me, don't say shit to me, Slim. And I mean it. You can talk to my father, you can do all that shit. Don't say nothing to me. Because you know the skill set and what I possess. How could you possibly tell me that, and you would tell me to move up, and you would tell me to fight somebody X, Y, and Z. But your son was Jalil was just in the gym sparring my little brother not too long ago, and he got knocked the fuck out. You ain't going on here telling the fans that your son got knocked the fuck out by my little brother, and making motherfuckers question whether he need to go pro or not. You know what I'm saying? And then you still tried to get your son after he was completely knocked the fuck out. Clearly don't got no functions, not understanding his whereabouts or none of that. But you still wanted to make your son go out here and fight. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. You still wanted your son to go out here and fight. You know, or to finish the spawn after he was completely, you know what I'm saying, he was basically knocked the fuck unconscious by Gary Antuanne Russell. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why he didn't completely get his little ass cremated was because we do know Jalil and we do, you know what I'm saying, fuck with Shawty genuinely. So nah, we ain't gonna let the motherfucker spawn continue. So I don't got no respect for somebody saying that. You can't give me no motherfucking advice. How you gonna tell me I can't move up and fight Terrence Crawford? You're right. You are absolutely motherfucking correct. You have known me for a while, for a long time. I remember I remember when you came home from jail, because the people don't know, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a history. When you came home and you was training, you was fighting at like maybe 165 at the time. I was only 14, 15 years old, and I was fucking you up. So don't tell me that I can't move up and fight some Terrence Crawford. Stop playing with me, Bernard. Stop playing with me, Slim. You know I'm a monster for real, and you know I mean everything I say. Man, don't call my phone, don't text my phone, and if you pull up to the gym, nigga, don't say shit to me. Yeah, and it's straight like that. Let the fans know what it really is. I will fuck Terrence Crawford up. As a matter of fact, just to let you know how serious I am, I already got off the phone with Al a couple days ago, and we in negotiations right now. To the fans who don't know, we definitely reached out to Bud and them, and we just waiting on back for a response. So this shit going down on my end, baby. You know what I'm saying? All the suckers in the little, I can't believe. I always kind of knew you was in the bitch in the in the fake motherfuckers organization, man. Him, Terrence Crawford, uh, Mark Davis, uh, everybody talking about Lomachenko. Lomachenko punk ass don't want to see me. Um, and Dynamite, they got motherfucking, they appointing people. You know what I'm saying? They want motherfuckers to be as fake as the next person. That shit crazy. I don't got no respect for you, Slim. Don't say nothing to me.
Ah, good morning, good morning. Man, I'm up early in the morning on a Sunday, enjoying my Sunday. Uh, Wanted to make sure that I gave a response to what Lil Gary said, or to his fans, Mr. Gary Russell Jr. Uh, I done got texts, I done got everything this morning. Let me start by saying this. I'm a father, I'm a grandfather, a brother, I'm all those things. And I've learned over the years that when you see a child, a kid, rant because he doesn't get what he wants, you don't feed into a rant. You let them rant. Uh, Anybody who knows me, I'm always a straight person. I shoot straight. Some people like to have a lot of yes men around them. And if that's what floats your boat, then you should have exactly that. I'm one of them guys who I rather have quote unquote real niggas around me. Real niggas around you, they gonna tell you the truth, whether you like it or not, because they men. Men only know how to be men. Nothing else. What's up, Nate? I don't know how to be nothing else. I don't know how to mince my words or cut what I'm gonna say, because I don't want nobody to do it with me. When I was on here last week and I said what advice I would give to Gary Russell Jr., it was coming from a place of honestly love, because I do know this boy. I've been knowing him since, like I said before, he was in his mother's stomach. I ain't never had no ill intentions towards him. I always wanted the best for him and was proud of him on the Olympic team, was proud of when he won a title, all those things. But in the same token, for those who were there when Gary had his welcome home party from the Olympics, I told Gary, always remember, the boxer is what you are, not what makes you. Don't change yourself. And over his boxing career, you've seen him change himself, But that's neither here nor there. My thing is, what I said, I meant. Like I said, I don't mince my words. I think Gary has one of the best skill sets in boxing. One of the best. If you want the fights that you want, fight Burchett. Maybe that'll put you in the conversation for getting fights. I think if you go up and fight Terrence Crawford, he's just too much. I'm talking about size-wise. If you put the greatest big man in the ring with the greatest little man, 9 times out of 10, the little man is going to come up short. Most of the time, it's just based on the power perception. But as far as being one of those guys who go back and forth about silliness, I'm not that guy. Hey, Taisha. Hey, Jones. When you look at this sport is based on a lot of different things, such as, antagonists, protagonists, and natural dislike and like. But at the end of the day, you got to put the gloves on and y'all fight. Anything can happen to anybody when they get in the ring. That's period, point blank. But when you take it to other avenues or say other things, that's when it get to be, clouded. Anybody who know me, they know 1994, I went to prison and did all my time. I came out here with the same respectful face and niggas fucking with me that I did before I went in. I could hold my head high. So I don't trip off nothing nobody say. When it comes to giving commentary on my son put shit out there about himself before anybody else. When you look at the way people say stuff, Gary said, oh man, this motherfucker saying this, and my brother did this, that, and the third. Jalil got put on his back when he sparred with Antuanne. But if you go to the comment and go to Jalil's Facebook, the same night, Jalil said, hey, my uncle put me on my motherfucking ass, and it showed me that I got to make sure my hand position and my defense is right where it's supposed to be. Go look on that same night. My son posted that up. Because my son is a man. He's 17, but he's a man. I've raised my son to be a man. My son don't duck, dodge, or none of that shit. And when something good happen, my son will say something. When something bad happen, I say, Shaw, to say something. Because that's what men do. My son was asked if he was going to be undefeated in his career, this, that, and the third. You know what my son said? My son said, I don't know if I'll finish my career undefeated, but I know I'll finish my career respected because I'll fight anybody. I won't duck nobody. My son ain't never ducked since he was a baby. When he first put gloves on. My son done had his back against the wall and spawned in fights since he was a baby. Because I raised a man. My son ain't never talked about the days that he got out on a motherfucker. And I don't say no names because I respect them niggas. But in the same token, them niggas ain't said nothing about him. Gary, right now when you made your last post talking about me giving you advice, like I said, I gave you advice from a place of love. But I can't think of no other way to put it, jealous of the world. Because you feel like you ain't never got your just due. You ain't never got whatever you thought was owed to you by the world. The world don't, let me wake you up, bro. The world don't owe nobody nothing. The world don't owe you admiration. The world don't owe you respect. The world don't owe you nothing. You got to go out here and get what you want the same way everybody else do. Put your nose to the grindstone. My son take great chances because he want to be great. He want to be able to do the things that you had the skill level and ability to do that you ain't accomplished. You know, I don't want to be the one that go back and forth with nobody. I made a comment based on what I saw and felt, but I ain't never been and never will be the yes man to nobody. You can't really say nothing about me because I've never asked you for anything. I never asked you for $1, a coin, a nickel, a penny, nothing. And if I got something from niggas, it's real niggas. Because real niggas don't get on here talking about what a nigga supposedly gave them or what a nigga. See, you couldn't say none of that in your video because you've never given me nothing. And I never asked you for a fight ticket. When it came to boxing on a pro level, you never offered me one, and I never asked you for one. And on top of that, when my son wanted to go to fights, I tell you, Adrian Bronner made sure the nigga had tickets. Shout out to AB. Sam Watson made sure my son had tickets. Shout out to Sam. Corey Coleman, my man, he made sure my son had fight tickets and shit. Motherfucking the whole Mayweather team. And my man, Dirk Curry, he made sure we had fight tickets. But it wasn't like I couldn't have got my own money and bought fight tickets because I always had my own. Ever since you know me, I had my own money. I had my own cars. I had everything. See, that stuff don't appeal to me no more because I've done that. I've been there. This your first time having real money, bruh? I'm happy for you. Go buy you some nice shit. Nigga, I'm proud to see another black man floss. I'm proud of any black man that can get himself some money and do some things and better his family and better their way. But like I've always told you, don't get caught up in the crab situation that most black men get caught in. I'm not going to come on here and bash you. For what? Because what does me bashing a black man do? I'm trying to teach you a lesson of heighten yourself. Don't never reduce yourself. If you are the person that you want to always say you are, then your actions got to go with it. Shawty, you get mad at Mark Davis and the other young man that was on there. You brought them up in the video. Hey, man, ask these niggas. They was there. Then they don't agree with you. Now they suckers. Everybody's a sucker who don't agree with you. But that's not no man shit. Men don't look for yes men. Not real men. Real men, they look for niggas who gonna be real. I'm gonna always tell you the truth. I'm not gonna tell you nothing untrue. I'm not gonna lie on you. I did. I've said it. I think you have one of the greatest set of skills to ever put in a ring. I said, if you want the big fights you want, if I was to give you my advice, like a little brother, because you've always been like a little brother with me, no matter how much you want to, rant, rave, kick, and scream, don't fuck with me, don't do nothing, you always going to be like a little brother to me. Because I've known you that long. Because that's what real niggas do. Real niggas, they can have fallouts with niggas and still understand if that bad rain falling, I'm going to be an aid to this nigga. That's the type of nigga that I am. That's the type of nigga I grew up around. Let me tell you real nigga shit. One of my best friends was more like a mentor and father to me. Ronald Strong. It was situations where he should have been on my ass. But the nigga came to me saying, Slim, let me pull you to the side, take you under my arm and tell you where you went wrong. And because I wanted to better myself, I accepted that. That's what real niggas do. Me and my Uncle Mike Harris. Me and him fall out about shit all the time. But that's my family. And once it's over, then it's like, you know, hey, that was good advice. It is. Let me tell you something. That's real nigga shit. That's real nigga shit. Real niggas don't jump on here and do sucker shit. Like, hey, let me tell you what happened when this happened. Man, my son don't shy away from nothing. Him and Antuanne was having good spawn. It was points where my son was getting the better of the spawn. He went into a situation and got clipped. So what? And all that shit about he's rolling, can cuss, we try. You full of shit, Gary. You full of shit. 100% full of shit. And you're a wild dude, Slim. You're a wild dude. This shit has really gotten to the point within yourself that you starting to realize I fucked up. Not on one fight or one move, but in a lot of the moves I made. And now you taking it out on the entire world. And do what you do, bro. It's like, it's dudes just gonna say, there ain't no capping with everybody. Man, look, that no capping, that's some young nigga shit. Real niggas don't do this. Let me tell you, snitching on motherfucking video, who do that shit? Who does that? You coming on everything you bringing up. You done brought up shit that happened in 07 with Terrence Crawford. You bringing up shit that happened with this nigga. Then when niggas don't agree with you, then you going back talking about everybody suckers. Let me remind you, Gary, I left y'all gym. I ain't get ran out of y'all gym. I left y'all gym. I don't call you for nothing. Why? When I text you a couple of weeks ago, it was because I saw so many of these videos and comments you was doing that me as a man who look at you like a little brother, I said, let me reach out to him and say, Shorty, is you all right? What's going on with you? Because that's what men do. If I never speak to you again, life will be good for me regardless. Life will be good for my son. We don't eat off Gary Russell Jr. We eat off ourselves. But if I see you making a costly mistake, or I see you saying something don't work or whatever right, as a older brother, I'ma always reach out to you and say, Slim, that don't make sense. See, let me explain something to you. My idea of a brother. A brother is somebody who's there for you when you need them to be there for you. A brother is somebody who's there to tell you the truth when everybody around you will lie to you. A brother is somebody who genuinely cares for you and looking for nothing in return. That's what a brother is. So even if I never speak to you because everything going right, because I wouldn't call you if everything going right, because I have no need to. Remember, I'm going to call you if something going wrong or I think something is wrong with you, because that's what niggas who love you really do. You my nigga. Regardless if we had to have these back and forths, because I know you your whole life. I back your play even when motherfuckers be like, why do you back this nigga? And my answer to them is, because Shawty is like my little brother. Do you want to reminisce on shit? Let's reminisce on real shit. When I went to real niggas, like when I went to Curb Bone. Hey, Bone, my little brother about to go to the Olympic Training Center and do his thing. Hey, can I get some shit from you so Shawty can rock it up there, have some slick shit to train in and all that type of shit? Do you remember that? Let's focus on that memory. I went to a real nigga as a real nigga, and a real nigga said, hey, man, Shawty doing this thing. He from our city. Here, take it to him. Because I only fuck with authentic, real niggas. That's it. I don't fuck with niggas who is a favor for a favor. If I give you $100 and you got to give me the $100 back, that's called borrowing. But if I give you $100 and I never ask for it again, but a year later I say, hey Slim, could you take my son to basketball practice? And you do that, nigga, that's the same as $100. That's real nigga shit. See, cause this boxing shit done got to the point where every boxing media guy want to get the next inside gossip. I saw your video that you did with the barbershop dude. That shit couldn't have been on motherfucking the Washington Post, but it would have damn sure been good for the National Enquirer. Shorty, you a hell of a talent. But you reducing your talent by going on here and doing this type of shit. Niggas want to get behind a motherfucker from their city because they want to see their city do good. You was an Olympian, great amateur, you won a world title, all that type of stuff. I'm happy for you. I hope Twan and Antonio get their same opportunity. Antonio, my man, 100 grand. I think he one of the best dudes at 118 or 122. My son used to spar with Antonio too. All that shit is called a blessing. When you can go to camp with Tank Davis, Gary, Tonio, Twan, Boots, Devin Haney, any of these niggas. Rashi Warren, who I'm always going to put first because Rashi Warren was the first nigga that gave my son any type of props saying shorty the truth after sparring with him. Rashi was doing his thing as a champion. When those type of things happen, that's called a blessing. Because my son got to get experience that he's going to take into his pro career. But when we name something else that's a blessing. When you see a person totally jump completely into buffoonery, that's also a blessing because then my son sees what not to do. This is real shit. I'ma always be real because I don't know how to do nothing else. I slept in prison next to niggas who was killing motherfuckers for a living, next to motherfuckers who was doing whatever the fuck they wanted to do in the streets. To come out here and fear a man because I get to say what I want to say? Negro, please. I'm never going to be that guy. So as far as any of that shit that you had to say about what happened, and it shows the beauty of your anger getting the best of you, because if it was so important for you to put something out there about what happened with Jalil and Antuanne, why you put it out that night? You could have put it out that night. Jalil did. My son put it out that night on his social media. Go check your facts before you jump into your rants and raves, because that's old news. And guess what? If I ain't mistaken, a lot of great motherfucking fighters been put on their back. Ali, motherfucking got put on his back in sparring and in fights. They consider him one of the greatest fighters ever. Floyd got knockdowns in fights. He's the TBE, the best ever. Pick some. Let me tell you something. The value of a man is not how he does things when the water is calm. It's how he does things when the water is rough. That's the value of a man. That's what makes the metal in a man. People are really seeing how you do when things are rough. They're seeing it. Fuck all that no cap shit. They're seeing it. We ain't never said nothing ill about your ass. Never once. We give our opinion. We state what we believe. Never said nothing ill about you. But we seeing the metal that you're made of and the value of your man. You don't do the same thing. You don't do the same thing, nigga. So check yourself when it come to metal of a man. Because you not showing no metal. Not that, and I'm going to tell you, you want to keep it 100? Not only did Jalil put the shit out about it, motherfuckers who was there could have put the shit out about it. Don't matter to me. But to wait a year later when you mad, that ain't make no difference. Tell the world, shit, we don't give a fuck. They don't change my son. It don't change the way my son will strap up with anybody. It don't change nothing about that. And truth be told, you've been mad at it since a man conversation based on who I thought was the top 10 motherfuckers from this area. That's what you've been mad about. With me. Tell that part. Why you get mad. Don't just out of the blue get mad. And that wasn't a slight on you. It was a motherfucking fact. The question was where people rank right now based on what they've done. And I had Tank ahead of you. Because based on what he's done recently, he is ahead of you. 100%. But like I said, go fight motherfucking Burchett. Jump yourself back in the picture. You can get all them things. And all them niggas who giving you the no cap, go check your own goddamn post when them niggas was talking shit about your ass after you lost to Lomachenko. Go check your own shit. Don't get caught up in the love of a fair weather motherfucker over a nigga who been fucking with you all your life. So if we never speak again, that's all well and fine with me, brother. I haven't called you. I haven't reached out to you because I don't need shit from you. But when I see you in a bad place, remember, real niggas do real things. So a real nigga reach out when you in a bad place. So all your fake friends who don't let this shit catch you up in some bullshit with their concepts. Because when all this shit is over, because Father Time is undefeated, the same niggas you ain't want to fuck with, nigga, I have open arms for you and say, come on, shawty, because once again, before you was Gary Russell Jr. or Mr. Gary Russell, you was Lil Gary and you was just like a little brother to me. So with all that being said, I wish you nothing but love, shawty. And I hope everything you want come to you.